She is not doing anything. She's just watching. And now Vizitov's turn. I don't know why this thing is rolling so low. It's kind of weird.
I'd
The
say
power
it's
of love, Josh.
The power of love.
The power of love.
Okay, so far it has not rolled. So far it has not rolled above a 10.
Okay, then.
Okay, Amber.
Okay. I guess I need to roll another grapple.
Make sure you make the additional strength bonus on that grapple first.
And should we
Yeah,
delay?
it
Should we
won't
delay
let
action
me
again
do
so we can
that.
talk
Like,
more?
it won't let me do that, so just have to add it manually.
I already did.
You can add it to miscellaneous.
I already did. I already changed it.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Yay!
All right, good. I have another plan. I have another idea.
All right.
All right.
Oh,
Same thing.
Hello?
You want me to roll for diplomacy, Ivan, or you want me to do it with you again?
Well, we'll do that. Wait. If I were to play a song on my lute, what kind of action does that count as? 'Cause I want to play the.
Free, isn't it?
Doesn't it depend on the type of song you play?
I was gonna play the song that was at their wedding.
Oh.
Oh!
Because I still remember that.
Good!
That's
Okay.
a wonderful
You gotta do
idea.
that?
Yep.
All right. All right. Then
Okay, roll
I
for
forfeit
more.
I forfeit my
All
next
right.
turn.
Yes, you
and
can
give it to
forfeit your
Ivan.
turn. Yeah, you can forfeit your turn.
Forfeit my turn. Ivan's up.
All right. Pray that this works. This could be a good one.
I'm praying.
All right.
Nice!
That's so good. Ooh.
The music!
Well, I think he's changing it to the song.
The music!
As Ivan strums, he attempts to recall the music that was played and try and get the exact same tone, the exact same inflections, as he pictures how beautiful their wedding was.
I was there.
And he begins to sing.
Great.
The dragons begin to struggle.
Come on, you're doing something.
Look deep inside. You remember the song, don't you? You remember how happy you were on that day. You're to be in each other's arms, splashing around in the water, dancing with each other. You remember this. Come on.
I swear the dice really wants you to win.
Come on, this is a beautiful moment.
The power of
They
It
shipping.
is a beautiful moment. The dice just want to play a really good story right now.
And yes, the dice really want the story to play because you'll never believe what they you never believe what they just rolled to try and break through the enchantment.
Nat 20?
Nat 20?
No, Nat 20.
They nat 20'd out.
Yeah!
Are you kidding?
The power of shipping compels you.
Oh well.
Claire, sing it with me!
You see a light return to their eyes.
I immediately retract my dagger out of him.
They let the heads turn toward each other. Water begins to leak from their eyes as they just completely collapse and go unconscious.
Oh, no. They're unconscious.
Oh my gosh, best win ever.
I can't believe I wasn't part of this.
We didn't win by beating anybody up. We won with love.
I run over
Aren't you
to
glad I made you a shipper, Josh?
Amber to hug her.
I pick up Ivan and squeeze him.
Oh god, I'm crying again, dang it.
I'm happily shaking.
All right.
You notice we've got Owen and Ivan and Amber on one side, and we're all just enjoying this moment so perfectly.
And then the others.
You really a brilliant gnome, you.
I give Cross a little bit of a smile and kind of gesture my head towards Simula.
That you they fall asleep, and all you hear is just raspy breathing.
Oh.
I cannot believe that. That was.
I shouldn't have attacked them.
Yes!
We tried telling you not to do that.
I've told you, yeah.
And all of a sudden, you see it. You hear figures come in.
Eh?
I figured it would be about time.
There they are.
Up.
I don't know what came over me.
All right. You see it. The two of them rush forward to see what has happened, and this person's merely walking.
Oh boy.
It's what? It's the Salaza turns to you and says, "What happened? Why are they like this?"
I could turn my gaze towards Simula.
He immediately steps in front of her.
I'm sure Simula could explain what just happened.
There was a man with horrible ambitions who took your children and turned them into this. We only just got here. We couldn't stop him, but we were able to make sure that your children did not die.
The love is still very much there. It's only their bodies that are fused. They're still the same people deep down inside, and we were able to trigger those people.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So it's that Salaza and Caladrius are shaking their heads. They can't believe what they're seeing and they're hearing.
Excuse me.
He walks over to Simula. Is there any way that you can fix this? Simula shakes her head. Not without my notes, I can't. But we need to overthrow the warden in order to get them. And then Salaz looks at us. We're going. So I guess that's our next plan. We're going to find the person who did this. I am going to murder him.
Yippee!
Get in line.
I approach. Queen Jaminia, our friend, is trying to summon a battle to go against this warden. If you're willing to join us, we can stop him.
We swear we will do everything.
Salaza turns to you with a death glare. As if it's even a question that we would say yes. He is going to pay.
So now
And then Caladrius turns and says, "Wow, we finally agree on something."
Well, thank you.
I can't.
I am so sorry. We'll do everything we can to help your children.
We swear on it.
We've done what we can right now, but I'm sure there's more we can do, and we swear we'll get them back to normal as much as we can.
This person walks up. He begins waving his hand and studying them. It's I don't suppose any of you have knowledge arcana, do you?
I don't think
This is priority for knowledge arcana.
Quick surprise.
I actually do.
I only have
Have
three.
you trained? Oh, you put points into it?
I
It
have
needs to
two.
be trained, honey.
I only have
No,
three.
did you put ranks into it?
Oh,
Other than your natural intelligence
you.
bonus?
No.
No, I got all bardic knowledge.
Okay, then. Okay, he stands up and says, I put a powerful sleep enchantment on them. They won't be waking up for a long time until we figure out how to fix this.
Okay.
That's all that can be done right now, at least.
All right. With heavy hearts, you all leave the caverns.
In a minute, honey.
Sorry, I'm impatient.
And that is the end of the chapter.
Woo!
Unfortunately, we had an encounter with some.
Pixies.
Be quiet. You're not here.
Sorry.
We had an unfortunate encounter with some extremely playful pixies, and we had trespassed on their territory, and they thought it would be hilarious to split our party across worlds.
Split your party. Tell me, is your party consisting of a little girl riding a dog, a purple elf, a green elf, a blonde tart, and a red goat woman?
I resent little.
She's not a goat woman, but yes, that sounds like our party.
You see him look towards this archway. I'll be right back.
What?
Oh.
He steps through the archway. He steps through the archway and vanishes.
Oh.
I guess they're portals. Interesting.
So this
Oh.
is a
Portal
portal.
theme around
Oh,
here.
wow.
Yes, watch your step.
Oh. I didn't know we dragons had this kind of power.
We've been around the block.
Oh.
We've been around for a very, very long time.
It's amazing.
Oh.
All right, you have entered a small plain along the way to the coast. What do you do?
There are many
Give me 1 sec.
skeletons here.
Yes, Arden looks back to you. Oh yes. This this was an unfortunate site for a battle, but and no one really felt the need to give them a proper burial. So we're not very on this side of the planet. We're not very good with respect for the dead. I'll just leave it at that.
Say no more. So yeah, I think we dealt with whatever was going on, but that town is gonna need a lot of rebuilding. It's gonna take a while if you want to get the town back up.
Well, unfortunately, that is beyond my purview.
Yeah. Do you know if sorry, what was the town that's like North Curd or Cord or something? Thank you.
Oh, cool.
Thank you, Cord. That's the name of it. Yeah. Would the city of Cord be of use to help clear the way?
I doubt it. But given our options, I don't see many other choices.
Well, if you can spread the word that the invasive invasive forest has now officially been taken care of. It could be. I apologize. Yeah, it could be a good idea to establish some sort of connection, especially for those dealing with sailing. But as I look to Rose, to make a compromise, do not go past a certain way. That way, the forest animals that are there are left alone.
Indeed, I want to make sure that the wolves and the animals are not harmed.
Yes, well, I believe we've learned our lesson about taking care of the gifts that the gods have given us.
As I looked at Quick Strike, yeah, you got that right.
Arden, this is a very impertinent question, but it is important to me, and I ask that you please answer honestly, and I promise whatever answer you give, I will not press further, but I have to know. Are you just a humanoid?
He looks at you and says, "Well, yes. What do you mean by that?"
It is nothing.
You see Jaminia kind of scratch her head guiltily.
Jaminia, do you have is there anything you need to help out? I mean, I know I've been noticed you've been in the back like quite a while. I mean, yeah, let me just move my character on the rock. Like, if you have any say things to Arden help out.
Oh no, it's just I remember getting that question earlier.
Oh, sorry.
It is not for the same reasons, Jaminia. I have my doubts sometimes.
Oh no, we kind of need them. It's we've seen a lot.
Yeah.
But I do believe that I do need to talk with all of you about something.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here. I'm all ears.
All right. I wanted to talk about me letting myself get eaten. I'm sorry for scaring you. I've been in that sort of situation before, so I knew how to handle it, but you haven't. See, I know my own limits, but you don't know mine, and I should have told you about them. It would have prevented several heart attacks, and I apologize.
Yeah. As much as communication would have been a lot helpful, I kind of want to know, what did you get swallowed whole by the first time?
Oh, it was part of my paladin rights. It's as I've said before, I'm a paladin of Heronius, and that means that in order to complete our rites, we need to make a pilgrimage quest. And as he is a patron of glorious battle and war, I had to gloriously slay a beast. Mine just so happened to be a night crawler. Roll knowledge nature.
Better, much better. Freaking ones up the wazoo last time. All right.
I'm done with ones. No more.
Yeah, let's not do that again.
No more ones for you.
All right. Well, you know that is a giant worm.
Dude.
A giant undead worm.
Ew!
Undead, all right.
I'm shivering just thinking about it.
For me.
Okay, that came out really girly. I apologize.
How dare you be feminine? Get the out.
So yes, I learned very early on that if you're ever fighting something bigger than yourself, you got to strike the things that are the softest, which could either be like the eyes or the organs. This creature did not have eyes, so that narrowed down the list.
Gotcha.
Nonetheless, I'm going to do something.
Oh. Okay.
I plan on
Survival
collecting branches and twigs.
Okay. You find some that's any in particular that you're looking for.
Oh, just one that might be a good size for a bow, and a few that would be a good size for arrows.
All right. Well, lucky for you, you do manage. It's like a branch has dropped off of a tree, and it appears to be just the right size.
Excellent.
All right. Let's see.
I'm searching for herbs.
Hold on.
All right. You start looking around, and you ask Rose if she's seen herbs for this particular of a particular variety, and she points in this direction.
So is that like a search check or?
Nope, you see it. Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
And
Okay. So, Oh.
Josh now knows what I'm doing.
Okay, what are you doing? This is nice. Actually, well, yeah, that's
So, assuming that those were successful,
Yes.
I hand the now bow-shaped branches and iron-hard arrows to Jaminia for future reference.
Oh.
Ah, I see. Long distance trading.
Yes, ranged weapons, please, and thank you. I know you say you know your limits, but just in case.
Meantime.
Well,
I'm sorry.
that's an idea. You know, better safe than sorry.
Meantime, I gotta go up to Arden. We may have to come back. Definitely for answer. Definitely, hopefully, if we get a larger group, get more answers out of what we found in the tomb. So hopefully we can get what we need. So we may see each other. We hopefully see each other again in the future. Well, especially after looking at the map, there's plenty of places that.
What was that?
Oh,
What
There
the?
it is. Didn't see that.
Aha.
Someone, I looked to Faye. Did someone cast Dimension Door?
Hold on. Knowledge.
Get your knowledge, woman. That's what you're here for.
Okay, so what you thought, you see a kind of a green archway just materialize into existence, and you could tell that that was hidden by a spell.
Okay.
Hello?
Good day. He walks up to you. May I ask why you have, traveled so closely to my lair?
Oh no, are we
Arden, that's your department.
Are we trespassing on someone's lands again?
It's a Arden looks the guy up and down, and he goes white. This guy's a green dragon!
Ah.
Oh,
I greet him in Draconic then.
Okay.
Go for it.
No, I'm just saying hi. We do not mean to trespass on your lands. We're simply trying to find our way back to our companions.
What did you...
He points to the portal.
Let's go, guys.
Okay. All right. I say that. Thank you so much, Arden. Send word to Cord that of our instructions. Hopefully, we get some future allies in the future. Thank you so much for helping us out.
Thank you for everything, Arden. You're a credit to your people.
Okay. I'll just stay here with all these dead bodies and tell people about the other dead bodies. Have fun doing whatever it is that you're doing. You see this person growl. Go around. Yes, sir.
Until we meet again, Arden.
Hi.
Farewell, fellow scholar.
All right, you all step through the portal, and well, this happens. There's a lot of people here.
Faye! Jay! Faye! Rose! Dan!
I go over and hug Owen. Oh, how I miss you! How I miss you! How I miss you!
Owen has to do a very calm stare at Jalarum.
What? Awkward patting on the head.
No, not even moving, just very calm stare.
There you go.
I pick up Jim and Faye both and hug them tight. I missed you!
Yes. Amber, strong. You're too strong. Amber, crush it.
Oh, sorry. I put him down.
I look over and I see Jay like, oh, what the heck? I see Jay's got a bit of a growth spurt.
Faye is over here immediately. What
Yeah,
the heck is that?
There's a lot to tell on our side.
It's you see Caladrius speak. It's like, yes, there is very much a lot to talk about. But I would like to speak to the one called Jaminia.
Yes.
Oh,
Queen Jaminia.
Yes. She kneels. It's like, that's me. Who do I have the pleasure of addressing? You had the pleasure of addressing the person who's going to rip the throat out of Arcus Wormwood.
Handy.
Oh, so I guess we're on the same side.
I look at Amber. Something happened here.
Oh, you have no idea.
But yeah. You see, yes, this person walks up and says, "Yes, I found these little interlopers. They crossed into the outskirts of my lair. After this meeting, I was going to kill them all for trespassing, but it appears that won't be necessary."
I appreciate it.
Just let it go.
Well,
Just
Jaminia looks around. So I'm assuming that my friends have secured our alliance. That is correct. Well, are there any more preparations we need to make before advancing on Directian? Well, bit of a stretch, but better safe than sorry. But I was thinking to acquire the aid of 2 more races before we advance on Directian. You see Salaza groan, but she's like, what do you want? I was thinking about acquiring the aid of the Fae.
A what?
Excuse?
I'm sorry?
Huh?
Yes. You saw what they did. The powerful magic just sent us to the other side of the planet. Imagine if we had that fighting with us.
You wish to go see
Jaminia?
Beline?
Why in Elatastica would you want to ally with the very same races that split us apart in the first place?
Rin, that is enough.
Well, here's the thing. We obviously committed a faux pas. It was an accident, so we just need to be a little more prepared next time. I'm sure with a lot of preparation and a lot of studying, we'll be able to be a little more prepared.
Yes, I take out the Fey Compendium and I hand it around if you guys are interested.
I did my knowledge history stuff. I'm good.
Alright, we'll just need to be more careful. We need to speak to them in ways that they'll understand, or we'll need to get someone who can.
I guess it couldn't
Get
hurt
someone
Faye.
who can? What do you mean?
Do you want us to go back to Solania?
Possibly. It's our best chance. However, I do believe that there is also another thing that I want to talk about. Ivan, where are your people? You don't speak about your past much.
Well, to be honest, I don't speak of my people very often because they're a very difficult race to track down. All of my fellow air gnomes, they live in the cloud village of Cumelis. It's basically a village that drifts above in the sky. And considering it's a place that has no static grounding, it's always moving around in different places. My people literally go wherever the wind takes them.
You see, where is it? Yeah, you see this guy step forward. Say, you mean that giant floating rock behind the clouds?
Really? Where?
Yes, it usually hangs over where I am. You know, it's the ocean. There's a lot of wind. It passes by me frequently, and so I just kind of made a habit of, tracking where it goes. I could probably lead you all to it.
You could?
That?
Yeah. This one steps forward. It would be difficult to get there if we intend to. However, if we intend to successfully assault Directian, we will need these. Whatever he is, the strength of theirs as well.
Well, you see, my people don't exactly anchor the land to the earth. It's always flying. They do routinely make trips down to the surface world in order to grab food and supplies, but the only people that are allowed to go down there are those that have both the magic potential to teleport back to the land and also to find it when it drifts away. So I never learned either of those spells. I have a bit of a complicated past with my homeland.
I was literally just about to ask that. I'm guessing you had an accident?
Yeah, I have a bit of a complicated past with my homeland. I never quite learned the spell that would allow me to both locate the land and return there. I wasn't exactly very old when I left my homeland, and it wasn't even on purpose either.
Oops. Well then, this person walks forward. So, how exactly are you all going to get there? I mean, if it's a city in the sky, and then everyone in the Dragon Council just turns their heads towards her. It's like she doesn't know why everyone's staring at her, but then she looks up and says, "Surely you're not suggesting we carry them there? That's a beast." This one walks forward. If you want to incur the wrath of Salaza for the sake of your pride, go ahead, flip that coin.
And as much as I would love to volunteer, I'm not the strongest at flyer. I would take them myself, but I'm
I can carry myself. I need not be a burden, but
Death Cross.
What about the forest? What about our chances of making allies there?
Let us not rush back to Solania. I think that going after Ivan's homeland, especially when it is moving, is a better idea.
Very well.
The Black Dragon Lord just sighs and says, "Ugh, fine, but I demand we do this tomorrow. We've had too much excitement today."
That's my father, guys!
Everybody, I'd like to introduce you to Daddy Amber.
Aw, thanks for catching me on that voice. Like, oh, whoever is this person?
Okay, I rushed over to him. Is everything okay?
I told you I promised you I'd be fine. I've been without you for so long. Did you think I was gonna let anything stop me from seeing you again?
Well, you kind of were a little covert about it. I was worried. Sue me.
Oh, they interrogated me about Ralkatov and Bizakra's relationship. I was aware of the love between those two. My romance with your mother wasn't exactly made a secret. Most dragons around here knew of it. And again, a number of them didn't approve, but one day, Ralkatov, the golden of the two, confided me the secret of his love. I gave him advice, and I encouraged him to pursue the relationship.
That's kind of sweet.
Yes, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but it's actually, unfortunately, came back to bite me. Not all of them in there, but many of them in there now blame me for the situation.
It's not your fault that they wanted to get hitched.
Well, hey, try telling them that. I tried.
Well, maybe I should.
No, don't worry. It's nothing bad is going to happen to me other than a couple nasty looks. I broke no laws other than a cultural taboo, so they can't touch me. Good.
Okay, if you say so.
And besides, I'm used to being hated.
Aw. Well, you'll never be hated by us. We're glad you're safe.
And that's why I like hanging around with you folks. Don't worry, they're angry right now, but they'll come around. And remember, Amber, as I've told you, patience brings friends, and we are dragons. We have a long time to wait.
I'll try to remember that.
Alright.
He runs up to you and pulls you into a hug.
Aww.
I missed 100 years of your life. You've grown to be so beautiful. I'm so proud of you. I know Hawthorne and Esminus would be proud of the strong dragoness you've become.
You think so?
I know so. He turns his head to Ivan. Ivan, stay with her. Encourage her to be patient and keep her happy.
Always, sir. Always.
All right. Well, I have to go check on my lair because, you know, sometimes adventurers like to be adventurous.
Yeah, don't tell us why.
Alright, stay safe, all of you.
You
too. Everyone here I know that everyone here cares about each other a lot, so if you die, one of you is going to cry, and it's probably going to be Ember, and I have to deal with that.
I won't cry.
Aww.
We'll do our best.
I'll be there to dry your tears again.
Ivan, you're not helping.
I suppose we should inform Jaminia about that story, and I suppose to speed things along, we can give her the condensed version and just say that we told her the whole story about that.
Yeah.
That's how
So yeah. Okay. So yeah. Just go through that. Jaminia is kind of covering her mouth and crying. I didn't think. Oh heavens.
At the very least, we were able to find out that their real personalities were still in there. So we were able to bring them out. We found out their love is still strong, even when their bodies are conjoined.
We did everything that we could.
Yeah.
She turns towards Simula. You're sure that you can fix this? Simula rolls her eyes. Yes, I can fix this. It's every little bad thing that happens I can fix, because it's always all my fault, isn't it? I never said that! Oh no, you didn't say it with words, you said it with tone.
I hiss at them.
Fine, well... Then Simula looks up. You know, I have been thinking back to that situation. But the whole thing, I think you could have gone further, you know? I mean, I would have gone with something like, isn't the idea of marriage for the two to become one flesh? Never thought they'd take it so literally. Or when the battle started, I'd say, you know, welcome to the honeymoon or something. Really, some missed opportunities there.
Oh my goodness.
It is a good thing Amber isn't there.
Yeah, Jaminia looks. Yeah, Jaminia's clenching her fist at this time.
The point is, we managed to get through to them, and now, while they're not 100% back to normal, at the very least, we know that what was within them is still there. So.
Jaminia storms off.
Shit. I'll go try and talk
we
to
should
her.
go follow her.
No, I'll go talk with her.
Simula sighs. It's kind of disgusting how easily people let me control them.
Can I follow them since I was literally in mid-conversation with the Viper that he just took away?
Yes. Yeah. It's just so easy. I know exactly what buttons to press, and they let me press them. They let me control them. It's... I'm starting to get bored.
You do realize this isn't a game, right?
A game? It's not a game, you say? Really?
No, it's not. Considering what we've been through all this time, considering real lives are being put at risk and our friends are pretty much being torn apart at this point, it's not a game anymore. And honestly, considering we now accept you as one of our own, as one of our party, I would think that you wouldn't even try to push the buttons anymore. Honestly.
But it's like Amber said. Am I really a part of the party?
While some of us do have our doubts about you, and some of us still retain those doubts, we are at the very least accepting you as a member of our party, and some of us even trust you to a certain degree. No Cross does. No, I do. So, is it really worth it to betray that trust just for a few laughs?
Would you be surprised if I said yes?
Honestly, no. But...
That's the thing. I know I know the things that you value. In fact, a lot of traps that I set up for a lot of you, I know because I studied you all for a long time. I know exactly how to hurt all of you.
But why do it? Why hurt us? Why even bother anymore?
She looks down for a second, because it's the only thing I can feel sometimes. She walks up. She goes off to stare at the brook.
You're telling me you can't feel anything except for joy from other people's suffering? No happiness, no joy, no love, nothing?
Oh no, I do feel other emotions. I do feel things like frustration, anger, disgust, mostly from just seeing people go about their days, caring about just stupid, asinine, trivial things, acting like that they're the most important people in the world.
Well, it is in human nature to look after yourself and believe in yourself and look out for yourself. There are those that do care about others, as we've shown before. There can be times when we can be selfish and,
But it's not caring for others a selfish thing to do?
Why would you say that?
Well, think about it. Why would you care for another person?
Because you care about their well-being.
Why do you care about their well-being?
Because they've done things for you that you appreciate.
Oh, so it's I scratch your back, you scratch mine, it's because of survival. Yes, I've heard that answer before.
Well,
people just want to survive, people just want to stay. People always want to get the things that they want. Every single life form on this planet is unbelievably petty.
Think about this for a second. Our entire team, our entire team have been looking out for each other this entire time, and very often a lot of people distrust you, and you haven't done a lot for the rest of the team, and you still you as part of the family. So this isn't really much of a scratch our back, you scratch your back scenario, because we look after you even though you haven't done a lot to help us. We enjoy your company, and we just want to see you.
She gives you a long, hard raised eyebrow. You really enjoy my company. You're supposed to be the pure one. Why are you lying through your teeth?
I'm not. My people have taught me that it's always good to make friends with everybody we meet, and I see the good in everybody. I even see the...
You okay over there?
Yeah, are you really okay?
Sorry about that.
Okay. No dying.
Well, listen. I've done nothing but hurt your party, and the only reason that I'm not dead right now is because of this thing in me. I can read between the lines.
No, it's not the only reason for some of us, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Illuminate me.
No. Have you seen how Cross treats you?
Yes, and I know exactly why he's doing so.
Because he cares about you, maybe?
She begins to laugh. I think it'll be juicier if he tells you. Here's the thing. I know all of you. I know all of your pasts. I know all of your stories. There's a reason that I brought you all together.
Why?
Spoilers.
Dang it!
Frustrated noises.
Okay.
I'll tell you when the time comes. Right now, I just need to think.
All right.
All right. So we are heading to the